Hello, hello, happy Thursday. Hope you are doing safe and well, sheltering at home. And I'm really looking forward to the next hour or so because I've gotten some recent requests to show more of iterative design process, right? A lot of that's kind of black box. We see maybe people talking about a problem or something they want to improve, and then whoosh, 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 sometime later, and voila, there's an amazing product design experience. And you're like, cool, but how did you get from point A to point B, right? So tonight I want to take a stab at showing some of the messy iterative process. Hey, Peleg. Yes, yes, yes. Our secret public meeting. Welcome, welcome. So, I'll just do my quick intro. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm Adam Ruff. I'm a product designer at AngelList on the venture team. And I've been doing UX UI design for a bunch of years. And this is my platform for mentoring and helping out, because I've been doing some teaching and some one-on-one mentoring, and this is how I can scale. So glad to have you with us. If you have questions or comments, anything, put them in chat. I'll be able to see them and respond to those as I'm working. Otherwise, like, sit back. Maybe you're working on something yourself. Feel welcome to just listen and follow along too. Quick pitch for AngelList. AngelList Talent has fantastic tools. I know there's a lot of people in the US, especially. I'm hearing like something like a million unemployment applications in California today or yesterday. So a lot of people are thinking about jobs. AngelList, having a lot of startups, also has a fair amount of places where you can look for remote work, things that you can start. I'm pretty sure pretty much everything is remote right now. Some industries are like being really cautious, doing hiring freezes and stuff like that. So AngelList is a great place to go look for companies that are still actively hiring and are also probably fairly friendly to remote work as well. So I put that link in chat for you. That's that. That's my little plug. All right, on to the iterative design process. So I'm going to pick this remote hour product because I used this last week. I kicked the tires on this. I discovered it in Product Hunt. It sounded like something that is amazing that I want to keep using, and I like it. So picking this product as our candidate for tonight's iterative design process is somewhat self-serving, right? If we can come up with some good ideas on how to improve this experience and share it with the creator, we can say, hey, we've got some ideas on how to make this even better. You know, he can take a look and say, yeah, this makes sense. Let me make some changes. And I know for a fact that he's fairly responsive. He actually dropped in on me last Friday, Shun, the creator of Remote Hour, and I gave him one little piece of feedback about an experience that I had that was it was okay. I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but basically the time limit came up and that we weren't quite done with the conversation. So he actually implemented the ability to extend the time that you're talking. I guess I should back it up a little bit, like what is Remote Hour? So I'll tell you about how I used Remote Hour last week. So you're able to sign up, you create an account, and then you can basically say if you're available for people to drop in on you for, I think the time is like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour. So you've got these windows of time that people can just pop in and say hi. It's great for like working with coworkers. For me, I used it as a way to just say like, hey, I'm going to be working on some stuff. If someone wants to pop in, has a question, or wants to share something with me, like, let's just open it up. So that's essentially what it is. Allow your coworker or client to talk to you anytime you're available, right? So this can be essentially when you're available, you just turn it on, and then people come in. It's kind of like a little doorbell, and you get going. Let me put the link in case you want to check it out and dive in. I'm not going to spend too much time on the website. I want to go right in to the product experience. Yes, we could spend time looking at this and talking about ways of improving the landing page, but that's less important to me. I think for people who get it, it's like you can show your status. He goes through, talks how it works. If it looks interesting, great. All right, so I'm getting signed in here, I think. Here we go. All right, so one of the things I'm going to do is start taking screenshots, and then we can talk about what's going on. Take screenshots to put into Sketch. All right, so there's one. So what have we got going on? We've got remote hour, we've got dashboard, we've got a bunch of things. We can copy the link, right? The link to the room. You can go to your room. I don't know why you don't start in your room. Or if the idea is there could be multiple rooms. There is something called a room menu over here. It's got a bunch of stuff going on. What is account? Account is my name and my time zone. Okay. Here I'm just gonna, again, they're like some real low-hanging fruit, just like aligning things, right? And cleaning things up. Dashboard shows your room URL. Okay. Room menu. Let's just take some screenshots of these. How's everyone dealing with COVID-19 and sheltering at home? Is it going well? Okay, contact. Support. See how great this is? It's literally Shun Yamada. He created Remote Hour direct support. You can go in if he's available. You can go in and get literally video call support. It's pretty amazing. But there's no way back, right? You have to go back from here. All right, and then let's just show the room experience. Let's get this. I don't know why it says I'm online. Does that just happen? Well, we'll take a screenshot of this. I would expect it to... What would I expect it to do? If I'm going to the room... Maybe... Yeah, I don't know if I want it to start online or not. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We'll copy these. Okay. Alright. So this is... I think this is like the primary experience that we can focus on and improving. And then we'll look into some of those other areas as well. OTP, sort of mind-numbing, but getting a lot of time to work on design projects for portfolio. Excellent. Awesome. Do you have anything you can share that you're working on? Maybe we can check it out later. And also, where are you getting your project ideas from? Peleg's like, it's kind of normal life for him. Nice. Yeah, I think it's going pretty well. Like, it just feels like I don't know, it just feels like a really long extended work from home. I'd been working from home a couple days a week before coronavirus. So adds on a few more days. I think getting outside this week to walk, so I've been going out and getting like 30-45 minute walks in each day, is definitely better. Other than that, like, yeah, I mean, my work is basically in front of a screen, so I've just been keeping busy with the work and then getting those walks in. Yeah, so far so good. I don't really get cabin fever. So yeah, I'm pretty, as long as I have food and water and internet and electricity, I'm pretty good for the most part. All right, let me go ahead and bring up Sketch here. So what I want to do is get all of these screenshots that I took into the app, into Sketch, and then I'll start talking about I think I'll start talking about the initial, like, going to the room experience. Alright, so I'm gonna be dragging a bunch of stuff here. Let's zoom out. Wow, that's really zoomed out. Bear with me, I'll just get these guys over here. Trying to keep track of which ones I'm bringing over. Okay. And then let's, there may be some duplicates, but try to get all of these. I'll get these organized. Okay, I think that's all of them. OTP is mostly working on visual stuff right now? Yeah. I'd be happy to take a look. Alright. Let's see, can we organize these nicely? What plugins do I have that I can use? Nah, I don't have the same plugins that I do at work, so let me see here. Distribute. I think it's probably this one. Wait, it says distributor installed. Let me try it again. Distribute vertically. Distributor. Do I not have it turned on? I don't see it. Manage plugins. Let's see what's going on. Stark. Here we go. I don't have it turned on. Let's see if that... Is this the one? Yeah, it is. This is the one I like using. Let's pull them all up on one layer. Got my little keyboard shortcut for that. And then, nope. Distribute horizontally. 100 pixels. Great. All right, and then I'm gonna create some pages here. I'm just gonna create 2 pages. I'll duplicate. I'm gonna have this page. This is gonna be setup experience, setup UX, and then this is gonna be room UX. Okay, does that make sense? So there's remote hours. So you basically have a little room that you go to, and then people can come in and do one-on-one video chats with you. So I'm gonna, I think for room UX, I'll just delete everything that's not room. It's not room, it's not room, not room, room, not room, not room. Oh, different background colors, so that's interesting. It's kind of an inconsistency, but it actually made it really easy to identify what's room and not. Wrap these in artboards. Go setup, and then I'll just delete the room screenshots. Can I select all and then put them in artboards, or we'll put them all in one? Yeah, puts them all in one. All right, I'm gonna do this really quick. Boom, boom. This is probably my biggest pet peeve about Sketch is I would say 98% of the time when I'm doing artboards, I am doing this, like a lot of stuff from screenshots, and I have to go and click. Like, as far as I know, let me test it. I click A, hit enter, nothing happens. It's so frustrating. Like, why didn't it create an artboard? Why isn't this like default focus so I can just hit A, enter, A, enter? I have to remember 6:15. 6:15. I have the little clip for the Sketch team. All right. So I said I wanted to start with the room UX. Something I always like to do is just start my artboards at 0, 0. I don't know if that matters. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know, it just feels like a good starting place for me. All right, so we've got online. So this is room online. No, this is away. Room away, and we have room available, right? Away online, away available. We may play with the words. Okay. So, let's start out. The things that I like, right? When I'm away, I like that it shows my status. So let's see. What do we do here to show things that we keep? Let's create a layer style. I will say, I need to create a new layer style. Let's go with some green color. And then let's make it semi-opaque. Mostly transparent. Maybe I'll do this. And then put a border on it. Okay, let's do that. Great. This will be how we highlight things that we like. We're gonna create a new layer style. This is gonna be like, and let's create another one that's like dislike, like and dislike. Let's bring this down to red. There we go. So I don't like this. Specifically this concept of these like two things, publish and inbox. Like, what does that mean? It's kind of confusing. I like being able to edit, right? I'm trying to think of why I would need to see my avatar. I'm gonna put I don't like this because I would much prefer a preview of my video. Right, that would be way more helpful. So I can see what people are gonna see when they come in, right? And then I'm gonna put this as don't like because it's redundant, right? It's repetitive. It's silly to display a current message and an editable message when this is exactly the same, right? Update welcome message. Yeah. I like that there's a way to control, right? It's not automatically saved. You get to control when it's saved. I should write my reasons here so it's easy to follow. Maybe I can get at text pattern going as well. Let's do permanent marker, a red permanent marker. How about that? And let's make it smaller, maybe 32. And that just goes to auto. There we go. I want to see video webcam preview. I can't type and I can't see. Oh, I typed it correctly. Wow, nice. All right. And then I'll just put here status control is critical. Let's comment on these things real quick so we know what we're doing. And then these are weird. Can we show inbox? Actually, I don't know what inbox even looks like. Can anyone in chat help me out? If I put my link in here, let's see. I guess it's just this. Yeah, there's nothing in inbox. Let me try sharing this link. How do I go back? Here, I'll just make sure it's this. I'm gonna post this link in chat. If someone can go there, I believe that because I'm away, oh, keeps turning me online. I believe because I'm away, you can come leave a message. You can like go to that link and leave a message. If it's convenient for anyone, and actually I can just do it myself too. I can just use the incognito window. Let me try that. Oh my goodness. That's not what I want. Here we go. Copy. Hi, what does this look like in your inbox? It's really hard to read here. I should take a screenshot of this too. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get a screenshot of this. I'm gonna get a screenshot of that too. Oh, interesting. Let's do this again. There we go. Okay. Hey Adam, it's me, future Adam. What's the inbox like? Interesting. So it says send to the person. Send success. Oh, let's copy that. There we go. All right, now if I go down, go back to my room. Huh, so it's not updated automatically. Let's see if I refresh it. Okay, here's, oh, nice. All right, thanks for the howdy from chat. Thanks, Peleg, appreciate it. Cool, so this is what it looks like. Interesting, it literally just has a message. So it's not actionable at all. I can't like contact the person. Okay, this is great. These are more things. Great. Great. We're getting a lot of good stuff here. All right, I'll add those screenshots later. So these are weird. Can we show inbox messages on this page? Right? There's a ton of room on this page. There's tons of real estate at this viewport size. Can we do more? Ability to quickly edit messages is critical. Let's put like the ability to control when message is saved. Boom. All right. So with these in mind, let's go ahead. I'm going to, I guess I'll create tracks like this so we can kind of see a horizontal iterative path. Okay, so I'm going to say this will be V2. All right, so V2, let me get rid of all my text. So this I want to replace with a webcam preview image. So let's see, what's the easiest way to get my webcam preview? I have this tiny little, I'll show you, I have this tiny little thing. J. Fred, yes, I feel ya. I think the same thing. I think that the publish inbox is weird. Not only the verb noun thing, which is interesting, that split, like mixing verbs and nouns, actually just was working on something for AngelList earlier today where I moved away from a mix of verbs and nouns and navigation so that they're all nouns. So that there's consistency. So I think things are consistent. We'll fix that. We'll make them consistent. So they're two nouns. And I don't even know if this needs something. Like if we bring I think if we bring the inbox into this page, we actually don't need this kind of like back and forth navigation. So we might even be able to just get rid of the publish word altogether, which also I feel is kind of awkward. All right, so there's going to be a super low res preview that I put in here. But let's, oh, you know what? Let's see, do I have that on this computer? I actually have a really nice image that I took with my camera earlier today. And I'm thinking that I may just send this to myself. All right, so let's get this to email. Boom. Photo for stream. Boom. Okay, so that's sending. I'm gonna get this out of the way here. So I'm gonna create a box. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna create a box that's a background color. There we go. I'm gonna start removing these things. Toggle colors. Let's make a new toggle. We're gonna make a new toggle here while I'm waiting for that photo. Let's see, it looks like I got it. So let's download it. My downloads. Let's see if I can find it now. I think it's this. Boom, there we go. There's a nice little photo. That's what I'll use. It's way too big. I'll be able to pull that in later. All right. Toggle. Ooh, you know what I really like for toggle? I made a really nice toggle for visual, for this Chrome extension I made. I'm gonna see if I can find a sketch file. All right, here we go. I think I found it. Boom, there we go. All right, so here I've got some toggles, I hope. And are they symbols? Nice. Symbols. Copy these guys over. Let's get some symbols going. Do I have to make a symbol to add? All right, here we go. Paste them here. Do I have symbols yet? Nope. Interesting. Okay. Can I add toggle? I can add a toggle. Why can't I see symbols? Components. So they are in symbols. What? Oh, interesting. I have open peeps. I made an open peeps library as well. Great. Alright, so I don't need these here. Oh, interesting. Alright. Back it up. Delete. Delete. Create symbol. So, this is kind of janky. Oh, I think there's actually a keyboard shortcut for creating symbols. Alright, now I can see stuff in symbols. Great. Doesn't need to be bigger. Probably. Let's go to the symbols page and like 2x these. Boom. And we'll see. Wow, look at that. That's a real nice controller. You're not going to miss that. Where's the check mark, though? Just realizing. I see. Are these different? Shoot, I grabbed the wrong ones. Of course I did. Iterative design, right? Alright, let's get rid of these. Okay. Alright. We're going into symbols. Getting rid of these. Oh, but now I have the symbols page. Oh, this is fantastic. Now I can just paste these into symbols. I don't know why it doesn't just start with this. This seems so much easier. Okay, let's 2x them. Go. Alright, let's get that toggle back on. Toggle in here. This will be a toggle off. Great. I'm gonna use a label unavailable. Ooh, and not in this, not in our permanent marker style. Let me add this. Create a text style. This will be red pen. Great. And let's do something that's not red pen. How about open sans? And maybe a little bit darker. There we go. Unavailable. Great. Can group these together. Cool. All right, so now I can expand a little box here. This inboxing, we talked about pulling the inbox stuff into this page, so let's also cover up that. Whoop. And then I want to consolidate these. I think it's silly to have two here. So what I would like to do, though, I want to use the style of the current box. So I'm gonna make a rectangle here. Okay. Background is white. Cool. We're going to round the corners so we don't poke anyone's eye out. Oh, I missed Peleg's comment. Symbol page is automatically made when you create a symbol or copy symbol instance. Yes. I think it should be there by default too. I guess I don't see the point in not making it default. Like, what's the advantage? Okay, and then it's got a shadow behind it. Like, do we need a shadow? I don't know. We'll see. We'll, we can do, I'll show you my shadow strategy. So I like doing double shadows. You'll see me using basically kind of like 8 pixel grid. So I'm using 2, 4, 4, and 8. And then I'm going to bring the opacity way down to be a real subtle shadow. It's not even subtle enough perhaps. Maybe I do 4. And 4. There we go. That's getting there, I think. And then let's create, let's see, this will be a layer style. I'm just gonna call this card default. There we go. All right, so now we've got this concept of a card. And we can input text into it, yeah? All right, so let's just stick with our, what text is Shun using already? Maybe we just look and see what text this is. It's kind of compressed a little bit, so it's kind of nice. It looks like it's called, oh, I'll show you what I'm doing. I just opened up DevTools, and I can see here it's called something called Overpass. So I'm guessing I'm gonna find that on Google Fonts. Most people who are spinning up quick side projects are gonna go get something easy. And I think I saw it. There it is, Overpass. So let me grab this font. I'll install it. Now I've got it. And if I do font book, open up my fonts, and then I can pull all this stuff in. Oh, there's a lot of them. Let's just do regular. I'm gonna do regular, semi-bold, and bold, which will be like regular, medium, and bold. So I got those in there. Here they are, Overpass. Cool. Now we can use the font. Now we're actually going to be using the same font, so there's no change required. So let's fix that. Overpass. There we go. Cool. Still looks nice. It is more condensed, which can be pretty handy. All right. And I'm just going to call this, what am I going to call this? This is 32. All right. Take that, we'll put it in here. I think, there we go. We're definitely not going to want 32. How's 16? 16 is comfortable. 20 even more so. How's 24 look? I'm just gonna type out the message. Sorry, I'm not available. Please leave me a message. And I'll let you know when I'm back. Well, I need to change my message because I can't actually do that. Let's try 24 pixels of spacing. All right, so that's 500. Then I'm just gonna add on 24. Add 24. Cool. This looks pretty good. Let's just put that here. He does let you expand it. I suppose I should hack something that looks like that. Let's do that real quick. One, two, and it's going to be smaller. All right. Let's rotate this. Oh wow, that's really big, huh? One. What did I rotate this one to? 50? 50 degrees. How does that look? Is that indicated enough? Maybe this one's like a little bit too close. It's weird trying to space these things. I don't know if it should be odd. It looks like odd. Odd is more balanced. Yes. Whatever. All right. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be have the indication. Yeah, great. You can resize it. All right. We could put that it's editable. Is there another way that we might communicate that? Well, doesn't the fact that it has effectively a save button communicate that it's editable? Let's try that. So I think there's an issue with the button color too, and contrast. Let's see, do I have the... Shoot. I didn't buy the plugin for this computer. All right, so let's use my favorite site, contrast ratio. I just need to get some values here. Get that color. Okay, cool. So I've got this and white. So if we go to contrastratio.com, we can plug this in. Yeah, ooh, yeah, 2.14. That's no bueno. So let's play around. Let's go back. So, I mean, the color is not a... It's kind of a friendly color. Can we make it... It feels like it gets more like... The darker we make it, though, the more Windowsy it gets. So I'm wondering if this could be... I'm going to pick a blue color. I think blue not only is very professional, right? But it's also a calming color. So I'm going to try something like this. Let's just make sure this passes muster. Oh yeah, 8.7. That's great. Okay, so we're going to introduce a new color, and we're going to try to convince Shun about this color thing as well. I'm wondering, oh, interesting, this one's white, and then it changes. It's quite different. All right, can we... Is this a transparent image? Oh, fantastic, it is. Look at that. This is going to be great. So let's paste it here. Oh yeah, it's this huge, big image. We're going to resize it. So let's redo this top part. And we're going to use this blue color. We may tweak it a little bit. I'm not sure. The more I look at the color, the less I'm excited about it. So let's scale this thing down. And then I think what's it anchored at? It's kind of like, it's oddly anchored, right? Like right here, which is kind of weird, right? It doesn't look like it's cleanly anchored to an edge. So let's fix that if we can. And can I make this 2 pixels smaller? So that's 40, because that'll give it 8 on top and bottom, and then 16 on the side. Look at that. All right, now for color, I'm gonna move it a little bit more towards, I'm gonna be kind of bold and bring in a little bit more purplish hues. But let's see, how does this do with our contrast test though? That's the big question, right? 6.86. So yeah, we can use it as long as the button is big, above 18 points. Let's look at darkening it a little bit. So we can just play with the luminance here, like that. And we go back and check. 8.5. All right, cool. This is a pretty strong contrast color. Let's do this. Let's use it. All right, so we're gonna create a button. I've already created this toggle. What else am I missing? Should I go do the webcam preview? Oops, I see what I forgot to do. Forgot to group these. Let's rename this as Resize Vertical. Okay. I'm gonna go talk really quickly about resizing. So something that Shun did well, I think, is that he only allows resizing in the vertical direction. By default, if you just add resize, it lets you go horizontal, and that can really lead to some really weird and crazy like layout things and messing things out. Another thing, however, though, that people usually miss is thinking about a reasonable min and max size. For example, if it starts like this, you really shouldn't allow the user to do this, right? There's no advantage. Just waste them time, because then they have to go do this, right? Likewise, there's no reason that a user should be allowed to do this, right? Just, it's not needed. So when you're implementing resize, do use resize vertical. That's great. And also set a min and max height on that text area. So for example, maybe it's like this. Maybe you can go this big and see some stuff, and then you can go this small. So quick tip on the resize. All right, so I've got this resize vertical thing, and then I want to make sure that is in with this group. There we go. This group is gonna be, we're gonna name this layer. This is the away message or unavailable message. Unavailable status message. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna lock this sucker down. Lock this layer. And then let's make a button. So we've got our new cool color. Let's actually add this color to our palette while we're at it. So added it to the palette. What other colors do I have here? I have the text color. Let's add that to the palette. I have a border color. Sure, let's add that to the palette. Great. So now I've got these, probably got these other colors too. Consolidate. All right, it's fine for now. Now I have some freedom to move this stuff around. I'm going to create an area for the webcam preview, and then I'm going to create a button. So I'm just going to move this over here. Webcam preview, I think I can start with a card. So if I do a rectangle and then I pick card, boom, voila. It doesn't give me the rounded corners though. I wish there was a way to include corner radius in the symbols. That would be pretty nice. it should be obvious that it's a webcam preview. I don't believe I need to do anything special. Aspect ratio. What's a webcam aspect ratio? What's kind of the default? Four to 3. Most widely used 4:3. All right, we'll just, great. For sake of argument, we'll do that. JFred asks, when would you use a scroll bar instead of resize and vice versa? That's a good question. So for me in general, if you're going to support a scroll bar, which I'm pretty sure text area supports scroll bar by default, I think you should also be including a resize. If there's a likelihood, like if you support more characters than can be displayed within the element, I would say that is a reason to have a resize, so that you can give people control to see the entirety of the message without having to scroll. Does that help as a threshold? So basically, like, whatever your default field size is, if the characters are gonna run over that, then give someone the resize so that they can see the message. All right, so I talked about 4:3 aspect ratio. I actually made one of these for 16:9, but I didn't create one for 4:3. And I'm lazy and I don't want to do math. So let's see, what's the size of this thing? 548. Does that divide by 8? Not really. But it's the 500. I see. Let's make this 480. And then I'm gonna subtract this, minus 20. Whoop. Okay, so now I've got 528. 528 396. Alrighty. That doesn't really look like what I was expecting. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Unavailable stat. Why is this thing? I see. Oh, come on. Here we go. This will be 528. That's what this is, yeah? And then what was it? 349? 396? Okay, this looks more like it. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we got that. Oh, did I kill my toggle? No. All right, gotta back up. Okay. All right. Apparently I made some weird groups of things. And this will be status toggle. 528. You think I can remember that number? 396? Yeah? Yeah. All right. Great. Now I can put this in here. I'm gonna add a fill. It's going to be an image fill. I'm going to paste it here, and that's going to be like that. And let's see, do I do it side by side? Do it up and down? Do I stack them like this? This is where some of the iterative design comes in play. So the locked, let me unlock this thing, cover up this button, and lock it back up. Put it on the bottom. Okay, so now I can quickly create a few different layouts. So there's one. And then I can kind of take a look at them and see what makes the most sense. Group. I don't know why this has white at the bottom. Is that how the actual screen is? So it is. Oh, it's interesting. There's a big white, like the background doesn't fill all the way. Interesting. Let's fix that. We're gonna take the rectangle here and we're gonna do that. There's no border. This one's also gonna be locked. Copy that, paste it here, make sure it gets pushed back down. Great. Okay. The keyboard shortcuts to kind of center these things. Any preferences in chat about either of these? This could even be, I know something cool we could do. Let's see, I need to actually edit the image though. Did I delete the image? Shucks. Let's see. Recent. Oh, you know what? I think it's downloads. Downloads. My downloads, isn't it? Downloads. Okay, here's the image. Huh. Where did it go? Okay, there it is. Alright, and then we shrink it down. Need to be so big. Peleg likes V2. Image first. Cool. What do you think, Peleg, about using a filter? Pretty sure we can use the CSS filter. When you're offline, we desaturate. So this will be when you're offline. And then when you're online, we put it in color. I'll just show an example of that. So we'll change this, toggle this on. Oh, you know what? Let's make sure this is right aligned and do that. And this will be a little shorter. I've been hitting caps lock a lot when I'm trying to hit shift recently. All right, so I think this green actually needs to borrow some of this blue. It needs to be darker because this is not a white background. So I think we can do a little bit better. So I'm gonna go to symbols. I'm just gonna create a little swatch of our blue color because I wanna see maybe what it looks, and maybe we can get something that's got some green with some blue in it. So here we go. We're gonna try this. And then I'm also gonna go for that check mark. There we go. And I think this actually looks a little bit closer to what's going on. Oh, all right, Peleg, this is why we do fresh eyes feedback too, and why it's helpful to do iterative. Interesting idea, right? But yeah, people might think their webcam is broken, or that people are going to see them in black and white. So that may be the compelling argument of don't do that. It's cute, but don't be cute. Just be accurate. Maybe there's something else we can do where we don't have to... Oops. Where we don't use any filters, but maybe we add... What do you think if you're available? What if we add... Like, I think if we look at my website right now, actually, it's kind of dumb, but I think we'll see if we refresh it. I hope it'll say live here. So there we go. So what if we add like a little live indicator when it's online? Would that be cool? I don't know what just happened. Here it is. And of course we'll make it bigger. Maybe it doesn't need to be that big. That means recording though, doesn't it? All right, what am I doing? I'm going off track. Let's get the main components. People will get it. They'll be able to see that it's moving around. Cool, so this will be a preview. All right, so we're gonna move this. Let's put this, let's create another page of like, what do we want to call these? Like, didn't make the cut. Or maybe we call it cutting room floor. I like that. Cutting room floor. All right, so we're gonna take this one and we're gonna move it to the cutting room floor. There we go. Great, so here's where we're at. We've got offline and online. Okay, so we've gone from, well, can't see it quite clearly. We've gone from something like this to something like this. So already we've simplified it, and we're missing something though. We're missing that button. Let's get that button in there before we do anything else. All right, so let's make a rectangle. I guess I'll keep everything at this size, 528. Why not? Gonna create a nice large hit target, 40, 48 maybe. There we go. We're going to have some text. And update message. Woo. Let's do this. Okay. Nice. We'll round the corners. Maybe a little bit more than the field. And then we'll give it the brand color. We're going to remove a border. We're going to change the text to white, so it's high contrast. I think we may even make it a little bigger. Let's go 56. Okay, there's our button. When you resize, it's going to push everything down. Great. Unavailable. Let's add the button to our available. And actually our available is a different message. So let me see what my available message is. Here we go. So I'm gonna copy this, paste it here. Happy Friday. Maybe this will be a thing I do on Fridays. Happy Friday. Join me for 10 minutes to chat. Join me for up to 10 minutes to chat about anything you want, or I can just compliment you and tell you, it's kind of redundant, or I can just tell you how awesome you are. Boom. Let's move this over. Get rid of the sorry message. Move this out of the way. Did I move something else with it? Why is the page big? Let's see. Wait a second. There we go. All right. And then this container plus 32, wait, 24, plus 24, down to the bottom, bring this back up, 1, 2, cool. All right, we're moving along. We've got the update functionality. We're missing the inbox, which leaves a few things to be desired, yeah? So this will be room away. And then, or I should keep my language consistent. Room unavailable. Unavailable. And room available. There we go. All right. Now, before we think about bringing the inbox functionality over, let's just double check, make sure we're good. Are we missing? I feel like we're missing access to some of this setup stuff. So do we want to provide any access to the room settings? Can we do this on the side? The link, the room link, that's a big thing. Okay, so I think we have that screenshot somewhere. Here. Here it is. So your room URL. Let's bring this into that page as well. I think that would be super handy, because that was something, right? I had a question like, do I just copy the URL from the browser, or do I, like, what do I do? Or do I have to try to figure out how to navigate back? Not what I want to do. Come on. Let me grab it. Okay. So maybe we just put that right up here. So I'm going to group all these things together. I'm going to make some room. Okay. And then let's create a field so I can basically reuse this guy. Unavailable status message. And I can get rid of that. It's not going to be resizable. I can use a smaller font size, because you don't really need to read it. remotehour.co/ there we go. And then we have a copy button. Okay, so I need to leave room for the copy button. Can bring this back up. -8. Oops, actually this isn't near the top yet. -24, -3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Okay, and then we'll have another little button. So we can use this. Copy. Great. It's down. Should this be bold? I'm going to bold the button text. Do that over here as well. There we go. Great, so we got this copy. Be nice if it had a little bit more spacing, yeah. Let's do 48. Now, how does it look? Right. Just gonna make this overflow. But I want the button to go over. There we go. What if you just... maybe we don't need this button. So what if you just click on this thing and it copies to your clipboard? Like people would, if they see it, right? They're just gonna click in it anyways to like highlight it and select it. So let's actually, does it need a label? I guess that's the thing, your room URL. Sure, let's give it a label. I think that makes sense. Room URL. Maybe make this bold. There we go. Cool, so now we have the room URL. We'll get rid of that button. So this is going to be room URL. Then we have, what is this group? That's this. I can't select it. Why is it so big? I don't understand what this is. Let's just delete it. Okay. Revision 32 pixels in between. Great. We'll group this. Boom. Cool. Now we've got this like nice neat stack. We've got the room URL. You click in there, it'll be copied. Now let's think about how we can bring in the inbox. Oh, let's first make sure we add this element over here as well. To our available. Alright, let's get rid of that stuff. I don't know what's going on there. 32, nice. Wait, how come it's not positioned? Oh, this one's taller, I see. Let's make sure they're positioned at the same height. This is actually a good test. How far away are we from the top? Let's be 32 pixels from the top. Move it in there for now. Cool. All right, next to the inbox section, right? Where I took some screenshots. So I think those should be ready. Let's see here. Yep, here we go. So here's the inbox. And actually, what does it look like? Did I take one of when you leave a message? Yeah. Here we go. So this is not, this is part of the room UX. This is the inbox. So this is what you see as a person who is filling in the inbox. I think it's important, like, we need to get some information, right? We need a name or email or something if we want to be able to get in touch with the folks. So going back to our pattern, right? Let's flag some stuff here. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. These aren't artboards yet. All right, paste that in. Oh, we don't show the time. We don't show time. What does add contact mean? That's interesting. We don't show the time that you've selected anywhere here. I'm gonna put a note. Reset. There we go. Add availability times show availability time range and ability to edit. All right, there's so much stuff we're gonna do here. I think what we're gonna end up doing, we're gonna share with Shun. We're just gonna share these two. So let's actually, let me duplicate this so I can get a clean version. And I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm gonna remove all of this other stuff. I'm at least gonna hide it. I think I just did that on this one. Right. Okay. Here's the original room. We'll just put it here for now. Okay, so we've got before and after. We can do a quick test. So what we can do, let's set up actually a quick test just to get some more evidence that this is desirable, that these changes are desirable, more than just like my feeling. Even though I'm confident that adding in this information and organizing things and kind of polishing up the visuals a little bit is going to be something that's desirable. But let's test it so we can have some evidence. Let's see, we are going to export. We're going to say room away current. Let's call it V1. And then we have, actually we're going to change it to room unavailable, right? That's what we're calling it. Room unavailable. I wonder if offline and online are better. It's shorter. Should we do that? I think we should. Short beats good. Offline. And then this thing will be off-centered. Come on. There we go. Okay, it's centered. Offline, online. There we go. Okay, so we've got unavailable V1, now we've got unavailable V2, got available V2. Let's just test the unavailable V1 and V2 real quick. So let's export these. Ooh. That was weird. Showed the little check mark. Okay. You know what? Actually, before I export those, I'm trying to think. Should we? I mean, we could center remote hour for now before we have something else. Our options are center or left align. I think I'll just test left align. That feels stronger, and with the idea that we're going to move other things over, like this can be a consistent place that makes sense across even the landing page, the home page, everywhere. So let's pull this idea and throw it on the cutting room floor. There we go. All right, now let's export those. I'm exporting them at 2x. So they're nice and big for Retina displays. Sure, we'll just do them right. I'll just do it right to the desktop. And then once we get this usability hub test set up, I think I'm gonna wrap up because I'm getting hungry and I want to stretch and get a little workout in before I start winding down. So now I'll just show you this image Optim. I've got this little plugin hooked up to my sketch so the images are automatically crunching. Yay. I'm going to go ahead and head over to Usability Hub. Let's put that in chat. Get signed in here. Create a new test. Let's think about that. Actually, I'm going to go back to my design momentarily. Check out and try to recrush this. So, critical functionality is knowing how to change your status, right? From online to offline. So I think I should test that. How would you go online? Or how would you change your status? Maybe just say that. Knowing that you can edit the message, where would you click to edit your message? I think those two things. Shall we test those? So those are 2 click tests. So we could do potentially 2 click tests and a preference test. Let's just get one of these things going. This is a project. This is iterative design demo with remote hour. Okay, this test is change status. Okay, all devices. We're just gonna do first click. Where would you click or tap to change your status? So we're going to add these files now. Well, not in downloads. Where are they? On my desktop. What do I call these things again? They start with room. Okay, room is what I'm looking for. Got it. So I've got these 2 images. I think I can bring both of them. Too many. Okay, this is one at a time. Actually, I only need to test the new image, right? Okay, let's remove it. We're gonna test. I don't really need the current image except for a preference test. Great. So in terms of follow-up question, I don't think we need it. We could do one. I'll be done in like 5 minutes. A linear scale. Start at 1, end at 5. How confident are you that you found the way to change your status? Not confident at all. Extreme. Man, that's beautiful. Look at this design. Usability Hub remembered maybe the last thing that I used, and it gave that to me as an option. That is beautiful. Beautiful design experience there. All right, that's it. Let's continue. Let's save and continue. Let's use my own audience. Let's set up a link. Let's enable a link. Cool. If anyone in chat wants to participate, go ahead. I'm gonna open this in an incognito window just to test it out. And I'll bring it up here so we can see it. Great. Where would you click to tap? Click or tap to change your status. Okay. Boom. How confident are you that you found the way to change your status? I'm extremely confident. Boom. There we go. That's how it works. And now we'll actually be able to start seeing responses. There we go. Cool. Great. So this is a link I can share out. I can tweet out, or yeah, tweeting out is probably the easiest thing. And then I can also share this with Shun, give him a heads up, like some of the stuff we're doing. We'll see if I have any time this weekend, I might come back and work a little bit more on this to, again, highlight the iterative process. So that's where we're going to leave it tonight. Again, we've come from seeing this like cool product that I've been using. By the way, I'll probably turn this on tomorrow. I'll tweet anytime I turn on my remote hour access. And some cool functionality and cool product, and try to make it like even more usable and user friendly. You can see some of the general things like moving from a static image to a webcam preview, making controls really big and clear and simple, right? Just offline, online, big hit target, really simple. We added some additional functionality. We moved functionality from a different area of the site over. We consolidated, right? To reduce confusion, we consolidated into a single message area that's editable. We increased the contrast of colors so that people with vision disabilities can still see this clearly, more clearly, have a better chance, right? And also the blue color, just a little bit of a branding thing too. Like blue is a cool, friendly color. Even this background color, we might. Let me see if I can suggest. Okay, so that's gonna. Let me get rid of this. Actually, we'll keep that, but we want this rectangle to go above everything. I'm thinking that there may be. It may look nice to have a little bit of blue in the background. Like that. Maybe it can be even lighter. So similar kind of color, right? But it's just got a little tint of blue in there. So I'm actually gonna come in here and do that for this. Wait a minute, did it go in there? Now it's like so hard to see. Yeah, that's it. It's over here. But why aren't these things showing up on top? That's weird. Yeah, it's definitely there. Okay, cool. Let's save that. Wow, it's even pasting into like the spot that I had it in. That's so cool. All right, nerding out a little bit on the sketch experience. So let's leave it for there. We'll continue. Hopefully this gave you an inside look of iterative design, some sense, right? There's not really an existing product that does the same thing. So I didn't spend much time doing inspiration. I just focused on like what's working, what's important, what's like less important or weird things that I want to change, and just got some ideas. So now I have my proposal. All right. Thanks, Peleg, JFred, and everyone else for joining me again this week and hanging out. I hope this was valuable and or entertaining. And I wish you good health. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Keep hydrated. And I hope to see you next week. Same time, same place. Have fun, everyone.